Some outside the way under the ring. Yeah.
You're hanging around, so...
Yeah.
What's that for?
The other bad there. That, yeah. Put there as soon as we came in.
And it grew up to be like Salik.
Looking good. Getting there.
That's what's
More
happening.
of that.
Oh, this that no. It's meant to be a laptop with people and all that.
Yeah.
And I said to my boy, look at that picture there. No, not that way. Look at that picture of Robson. I said to my boy, he said, see the house?
No. I'll get one. Can you use it? I'll lift it in a sec. That'd be all right, thanks.
How much would that cost, Stacey? Imagine feeding that. That was supposed to be a 50 quid a week. Just see him. shot again. Feel like you usually get these underneath. Make the goal up. The first thing's meeting up.
Yeah. It was a little bit further back.
There is no similarities. When you see, no, you look at the nose, the left of the nose, you've got the hair. It makes sense to you.
Only this corner here is the most.
I like
Maybe. I'll be back in a minute. The microphone's on. Just got it off.
Said that she thinks the bed would come, but she wouldn't charge me for it. Oh, you having a laugh? I just said I haven't heard that anyone was well. It's not telling me either. I'm trying to go away. No, I think it was. I don't think it was Sharon this weekend. I think Sharon was Saturday. I definitely was Sharon on Saturday. You could smell it when you went into the bar. I went in, I could smell it. I said to them, wait, don't touch that. Yeah, you could smell it, yeah. Carnaby, just up, tell them it's all. Oh, this, yeah. Marbles.
See, and maybe chat in the next month about the redevelopment that we're doing. Some of your decisions. Just extend the neck.
In the hand, no. We're all ready to go through the back.
I think so. I think Paul was going to handle that, he said. And I'm just meant to help him running his laps.
Only 12 points.
Tomorrow, what round's the Western District showing on it? 2. What time do they start?
Once ours are finished.
So after.
Even last week, 3 times, then I phoned her when I got out of the car. Oh yeah.
Craig Love.
Yeah,
I'll just check.
can I find his medical card?
Stuart would have it on the system. It's easy way to find out.
I'm checking that.
Alan, will be a running order.
Should be through there. I'm all set off the printer. So you're not on the printer. Well, I'm unplugged it now. Only 65 you should have. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I beg your pardon here for the Briggs Sports Complex. Game number 4 of Boxing Scotland's Championship to the novices. Tonight we are operating in one ring only, and that is the ring to the far left as you look down towards the field of play. All contests, senior contests, development A and development B. All contests over 3 2-minute rounds. Our official in charge of the ring this evening is Mr. Louis Fraser, and our medical officer. We are delighted to have the Chief Medical Officer of Boxing Scotland, the esteemed Dr. Scott Henderson. He's having a little meeting, ladies and gentlemen. So there are 20 contests on the card. We have a few which will not take place for one reason or another. It could be the boxer has withdrawn, it could be the boxer has to wait for one reason or another. Some of our contests will not take place. I'll let you know as the evening progresses. The first contest off is bout number
changing all that back when that £6 money the Madden. It wasn't on the change, I just keep that. I think I'll do it right.
So welcome to the Boxing Scotland Development Championships.
Our first bout will shortly be getting underway. I'm going to be the host for this evening, Ben Holm, the Boxing Scotland Communications Manager. We had 20 bouts originally scheduled for this evening, but we are down to 12 now. And we should be getting underway in just the next minute or two. So it looks like we're just ready to get underway, so I'll pass over to our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen, who will introduce the first two boxers.
Okay, so contest on my walkover, ladies and gentlemen, is senior development A67 kilo division. The red corner boxer, the head of the guard, he wins away at the classic guard, walks over to the next round. Contest number 2. And we have boxers to the ring, please. Contest number 2. So contest number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is 3-2 round, senior development A67 kilo division. Referee in charge for this one, Mr. Tommy Winters, international star referee. Introducing first. And boxing out of the red corner, he boxes for the Solway Spartans. Boxing club, he is Ben Kirkpatrick. And across the ring in the blue corner, boxing for the Dunoon Boxing Club, Zach Allen and Michalek.
So I'm sure you would have heard there from Craig Stephen, the first two boxers in. We've got Ben Kirkpatrick from Solway Spartans and Zach Mccachney from Dunoon. This is the Elite 67 kilogram A category. This is a quarter-final bout. This is bout number 2 on the running order that was published. Bout number 1, Declan Carr from Leith Victoria versus Jack Ewens versus McTaggart Scott is not taking place. Jack Ewens failed to make weight earlier, so Declan Carr, Leith Victoria, will get a walkover, and the winner of this bout will box Declan in the semi-finals tomorrow. So we've got Ben from Solway Spartans in the red and Zach from Dunoon in the blue. Of course, this is day 4 of the competition. We had 3 days of boxing last weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Over 200 bouts taking place across those 3 days. This is day 4, and then day 5 will take place on Saturday, and then day 6 on Sunday. Nice right hand there from Ben. Just catching him over the top of his jab.
I can make one minute.
Another good left hand there from Ben. The shorter boxer, but coming in aggressive, landing some shots, catching Zach on the counter, just timing him right. Looked like the clearer shots there came from Ben, but we'll waiting for the judges to score it. We won't know until the end of the bout how they've scored the rounds. We haven't got open scoring at this championships. So this is obviously a development championships. So we have two categories in the development championships. We have A, which is for those who have had between 0 and 3 bouts, and we have B, which is for those who have had between 4 and 6 bouts prior to coming into this competition. So it really is for those just beginning on their journey in their boxing career, taking their first steps. Zach actually came into this competition not having had a bout before in the blue from Dunoon, whereas Ben from Solway Spartans had only had 1 bout prior to this competition. So two novices here.
Again, Ben, come on. Double it up. Hands up. Double that jab up, Ben. Come on. That's it, Ben, and more like, come on. 1, 2. Use that jab, Ben, come on.
Another right hand there from Ben, being the aggressor again in this round, landing the cleaner shots so far. A little more aggressive there from Zach. It's going to be 3 2-minute rounds. All of the bouts this evening are going to be 3 2-minute rounds. All the bouts are also elite boxers, so senior boxers. We've only put the elite boxers on the Friday evening sessions, and it's just the reason we've gone ahead with the Fridays is just we had so many entries in some of the senior weight categories. We needed at least 5 days to box through them. So this is one of the weight categories where we needed 5 days, so we had 17 entries at the 67 kilo A category. Once we go above 16 entries, we need a 5th day in order to complete the competition. This is a quarter-final bout. Semi-finals will take place tomorrow and then the final on Sunday. That's the end of round 2. One more round to go here in our first bout this evening. Ben coming out aggressive again. Another nice right hand. The camera might not have picked that up, as referee Tommy Winter's back might have covered it, but there was a nice right hand in there. We've only got the one camera on the ring, so unlike Sky Sports, we can't cut away to another camera angle if the referee is in the way, unfortunately. Zach switch hitting there, going to the southpaw stance.
Right hand, Ben. Good lad. And again, stay away, Ben. Come on. Up, up.
And another right hand. It's that right hand from Ben that's really been the punch of the belt so far. He's caught Zach a few times, but a good counter there from Zach.
And again, Ben, back in. Stay away. Again, Ben. Come on, Ben. That's it. And again.
A couple of nice body shots there from Ben.
Come on. Good lad. And again. Come on. Push away. That's it. Let's go. Forward, Ben. Stay away. And again, Ben. Good lad. And again. Come on. Forward. Good lad. And again, Ben. Come on.
It's that right hand again from Ben. A couple of clean shots there. That's really been the main punch landed.
Straight in, Ben. Didn't give him any. Let's go, Ben.
Just trying to time over Zach's jab. If it's a loose jab, coming over the top of it there again.
That's it. Come on.
It would appear that probably enough to give him the contest, but we'll wait and see. Obviously, it'll be down to the 3 judges at ringside. It's their decision.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, let's also one quick check of the boxers. They come together with the referee and we go to our judges. Score totals, to have unanimous decision, no winner, through to the next round. In the red corner, Ben Kirkpatrick.
So Ben Kirkpatrick getting the decision there.
And please take applause for Michalek.
A unanimous decision there. I don't think there can really be much disputing the result of that one. That right hand was landed numerous times throughout the contest.
Next day we have Susan 2, Derek 3. Next one, guys, will be.
So contest number 3 is once again 2200 rounds. This is secret about the McGee, still in the 67 kilo division. Referee in charge once again is Tony Winters. Introducing in the red corner, boxing door, the Broadwood boxing club, Colonel Brannan. And in the blue corner, boxing the Brannan boxing club, Angus Allen Campbell.
So Ben Thomas Kirkpatrick moving forward with the victory in the last belt. So he will box Declan Carr of Leith Victoria in tomorrow's 67 kilogram semi-final. Declan obviously getting a walkover in tonight's scheduled first contest after Jack Gibbons from Mccachney didn't make weight. And this is the third quarterfinal in this bracket. Kyle Brannan versus Angus Campbell. So we've got Kyle from Broadwood in the red, being very aggressive at the start. That's going to be a standing count there for Angus Campbell from Hanneman. I think Kyle's going to continue being aggressive here. I think he senses he could get an early stoppage. And that is the contest going to be called there. Very quick one in our second bout of the evening. Kyle Brannan from Broadwood coming out very aggressive there and forcing the stoppage. Kyle a little bit more experienced of the pair. He's had 3 bouts coming into this competition compared to just 1 there from Angus. That experience just telling tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first duty of the referees for the safety of the boxers to that end, Mr. Windsor stops this contest in at round number 1, declaring the winner through to the next round in the red corner, Brannan. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's not lose sight of the fact this is the North Championships. It takes great courage to step into the boxing ring. Your appreciation, please. The man in the blue corner from Campbell.
So Kyle Brannan there moving forward, and he'll go into tomorrow's semi-final. We already know who's going to box. He's going to box Billy Cooper Donnelly of Kingdom.
Royal Madden Boxing Academy, both boxers please to the left. So contest number 4, senior division A67 kilo division. The red corner boxer Billy Cooper Donnelly of Kingdom, the 30 walks over to the next round. And number 5, we move to the 71 kilo division, senior division A. And we have a red corner draw, therefore blue on the boxer, Green James Paul at noon walks over to the next round. So ladies and gentlemen, this is contest number 6. This is the tournament bouts in the senior development A71 kilo division. Our referee tonight for this one is Mr. Billy Murphy. Introducing first the boxing number 8 corner, boxing to the Royal Boxing Club, Edinburgh, Lucas Gibbons. And boxing in the blue corner, boxing in Highland, Boxing Academy, Inverness, Liam Miller. So ladies and gentlemen, we are just changing gloves.
So I was just saying there, in the last contest we had Kyle Brannan Broadwood victorious. He will box Billy Cooper Donnelly of Kingdom. So Billy, actually both of the opponents in the previous round withdrew, which meant there was no winner, so that's why Billy was getting a walkover this evening. So that'll be taking place tomorrow. And this is another quarter-final, so a quarter-final now we're into the 71 kilogram development A category. We already know who they will box in the semi-finals. That will be Craig Love from Airdrie Peak. He got a walkover against Chris Parisi of Rob Roy. So the winner will box Craig Love tomorrow in the semi-final. So we've got Lucas Gibbons from the Royal in the red versus Liam Miller from Highland Boxing Academy in the blue. Highland Boxing Academy from up in Inverness. There was just a delay there while the right gloves were put on. The wrong size gloves had been put on Lucas, but the quick change over for that. This is our third bout of the evening, 12 scheduled. We originally had 20, but due to withdrawals and people not making the weight, we lost 8 of those bouts, so just the 12 this evening. Certainly the atmosphere is picked up for this contest. A lot of support for the both boxers in here today. Getting a bit noisier. Just the one ring in action tonight. We'll have all 3 rings in action for Saturday and Sunday. And that's the end of the first round. Just a shot there after the bell looked like, but quite a close, quite hard to pick between the two, to be honest. I wouldn't want to be the judge for that one. Certainly seemed like the most even round of the evening. Round 2. Nice right hand there from Liam. A left hook in return from Lucas. Both boxers landing clean shots so far.
Look at right hook, Lucas. Over the top of the right. Every time. There you go. Lucas, over the top of that right. Lucas. Move the head. Right hand over the top. Let it go.
So just in terms of experience, we had Lucas Gibbons didn't have any contests coming into this competition. Obviously this is the 0 to 3 belt category, whereas we had Liam Miller had 3 bouts coming into this. So the experience certainly leaning towards Liam Miller from Highland Boxing Academy in the blue. End of round 2 there. Another very, very close round. Just a reminder that the winner will move forward to tomorrow's semi-finals, where they'll box Craig Love from Airdrie Peak. Craig receiving a walkover against Chris Parisi from Rob Roy in a bout that was scheduled to take place this evening. This being a 71 kilogram quarter final. And a very close one so far. Hard to split them between the first 2 rounds. My guess is the bout is still there to be won by both boxers going into this 3rd and final round. Be a big 2 minutes for both boxers. So all of this evening's contests being 3 times 2 minutes for the elite boxers.
Let's go! Look, it's his time, you need to push him back.
Both boxers waiting there. I think they're both trying to time the other. It was Lucas there who was able to get the right hand in, and then another left hand from Lucas. I get the feeling as we get closer to the final bell, they'll both just go for it and try and finish strong. Certainly Lucas seems to be landing the better shots in this third and final round, but we don't know how the first 2 rounds have been scored. 2 very, very close rounds. Wouldn't surprise me if we've got a split decision after this. Last few seconds of the contest. And again, it looked like Lucas landed the better shots there on the inside. Maybe edged the third and final round there, but we don't know how the first 2 were scored, so I think this is still very much in the balance now as we await the judges' scorecards.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of that contest, the boxers come together for the referee, and I'm not sure if everybody knows the scoring of the boxing. We cannot have a draw, ladies and gentlemen, but for this one, we have got the closest thing, and I do believe that the board will win the result. We should pay tribute to both our boxers in there. So, we have 2-1 split decision. Goes in favour of the winner. Through to the next round. In a ring, going and please, ladies and gentlemen, it takes 2 to make a great contest. So I'm going to
So Lucas Gibbons from the Royal getting the decision there. As I said, I thought it was going to be a very close one. It was a split decision. It was a 2-1 split. I think the third and final round from Lucas just edged on the contest.
Still the 71 kilo division of senior development East, and that's Avery's Red Corner, walk over to the next round. Contest number 8, boxers, please.
I think the first 2 rounds were just so close. I think you could say, obviously the scoring doesn't always work like this, but maybe fair, both got a round each, and then the stronger finish from Lucas in the third, maybe just giving him the edge in the eyes of the 3 judges. So he will box Craig Love from Airdrie Peak in tomorrow's semi-finals.
Presenting Luke Briggs. And also in the blue one, boxing the Lockheed Boxing Club, Brannan, Miles,
This will be our 4th bout of this evening. We've got Luke Briggs from JNL Boxing Club versus Miles McGee from Lockheed, based in Dundee. So we've got Luke in the red gloves and Miles in the blue gloves. This is our second quarter-final of the evening in the Elite 71 kg A category after the last bout where Lucas Gibbons got the victory. So on separate sides of the draw from Lucas though, so we actually already know who the winner of this bout will face in tomorrow's semi-finals. That will be Liam James Paul from Dunoon Boxing Club after Precious Nawankanwo from Blue Vale withdrew. Certainly on first look it looks like another quite even contest between the two boxers. Lochie, of course, being the club where Commonwealth Games gold medalist Sam Hickey comes from. Sam winning the middleweight gold medal down in Birmingham this summer. One of 3 won by Team Scotland. And Sam also picking up the male boxer of the tournament. A phenomenal 4 victories for Sam down in Birmingham, resulting in the gold medal. I think the pick of the bunch was the semi-final win against England's Lewis Richardson, where I think Sam went into that as the underdog. Lewis had beaten Sam in the semi-finals of the European Championships earlier this year, but Sam scoring a second round knockout, quite a stunning second round knockout, to reach the final. I know there was a bit of a homecoming for Sam in the Lochie gym a week or so after the game's finished. So Rhys Lynch, Sean Lazzarini, the other 2 gold medalists this summer, and Matthew McHale and Tyler Jolly also picking up bronze medals in what was Scotland's most successful ever Commonwealth Games for boxing. Surpassing our best of 2 gold medals. We'd won 2 gold medals on 5 separate occasions at the Commonwealth Games, but never 3 before this summer. Probably the crowning achievement in what's been a year of success really. Sam Hickey also winning a bronze medal at the European Championships, Scotland's first in 16 years. Jacob Naismith winning a gold at the European Schools, and Niamh Mitchell also winning a gold at the European Junior Championships, which was also Scotland's first ever female gold medal at a major competition. And we still got the World Youth Championships, which get underway next week in Spain, where we will have some medal hopes competing over there. Nice right hand there from Miles, probably the punch of the bout so far. That's obviously the punch to throw against the southpaw, the straight right hand right down the pipe. Look, kind of using a switch hitting style. He's back in orthodox there, but he switches into the southpaw. Back into southpaw there from Luke. I sometimes think you should pick one and try and perfect one stance rather than the switch hit. And you've got some examples of boxers who are really, really good at it, but on the whole it can be a tricky thing to pull off. I think the idea is to keep the opponents confused. I think sometimes you can get yourself confused where the punches are going to come from. But we'll see how it works out for Luke in this contest. Another close round. Miles maybe having the better shots in this round. Probably just edging that one. It'll be down to the 3 judges, of course. My opinion doesn't matter so much as the judges. Just a reminder, this is a quarter-final bout, and the winner will box tomorrow in the semi-finals against Liam James Paul from Dunoon. Just in terms of experience, Luke came into this competition having had 2 bouts, and Miles had had 3 in the A category. This is the 0 to 3 belt category, so both had a little bit of experience coming into this. This is the first of 2 development championships that we're going to hold this season. Early next year in 2023 we're going to hold the development C, D and E categories. So it's a bit of a change from previous years where we used to have the intermediate championships. We've decided to have a bit of a rebrand for our championships this year. So the C category will be for those who have had 7 to 10 bouts. The D will be those who have had 11 to 15 bouts, and then an E category for those who have had 16 to 20 bouts. So a bit of an expansion of what was the intermediates, but now falls under the development bracket. So 5 development brackets in total. And then we'll also have our open championships, which are also going to get a bit of a rebrand. More information to that will follow later in the season. Another close contest here. I don't think it's quite as close as the last one. In my opinion, I think Miles is just edging it from Lockheed Boxing Club, but certainly not a sure thing by any means. There's still a passway here for Luke to win the contest. A nice right hand there again from Miles on the back foot. He's making Luke miss there as well. He's up on his toes. He looks the more confident. I think you can sometimes tell from the boxer's body language who's winning the contest. They're the ones in there. They know how the shots are landing. Another right hand there from Miles. I think we've had 3 really good examples of different types of belts so far tonight. I think in the first contest we had an example of somebody winning what I would call a clear unanimous decision. In the previous belt we had a split decision that I don't think many people could have called what way it was going to go. Certainly I couldn't. And then I think here it's going to be a unanimous decision to Miles in what was a close contest. I wouldn't say it was as clear as our first contest of the night, but
So ladies and gentlemen, let's have the next one boxers together. We have the judges' score totals. Unanimous decision in favour of the winner through to the next round in the blue corner, Miles McGee.
So Miles McGee getting the result as expected. Miles will progress to box Liam James Paul afternoon in tomorrow's 71kg semi-final. As I was just continuing from what I was saying, I think that was a close unanimous decision as opposed to the clear unanimous decision we saw earlier tonight.
Contest number 9.
I think sometimes boxers can get disheartened when they hear unanimous decision and think maybe the work that they put in isn't reflected, but
So contest number 9 is 3 2 rounds. This is
you can have a very, very close unanimous decision, and I think that was a good example of one that was a closer unanimous decision victory.
If the boxer is in development A, he has had between 0 and 3 contests. Development B is between 4 and 6 contests. So this is development B, 71 kilo division. Mr. Tony Winters is a referee in charge. Introducing first, and also on the right corner, the boxing corner, Mccachney, Scott's Boxing Club in Edinburgh, presenting in the blue corner, boxing for the sponsor, Boxing Academy Rangeland, Southall.
So Robbie Hope from Mctaggart Scott in the red versus Sean Southall from Sparta in the blue. Robbie certainly sounded like he had a lot of support in the crowd at Ravenscraig this evening. Just a reminder, we've only got one ring in action tonight. Just the one ring, 12 bouts in total, but all 3 rings will be in action for Saturday and Sunday, where we've got scheduled over 100 bouts on both days, so a very, very busy weekend. I think we've got 144 finals scheduled in total across Saturday and Sunday. The majority of them taking place on Sunday, but we do have 30 or so on Saturday. Every bout on Sunday will be a final. So it'll be a great day. Hopefully you can come down to Ravenscraig and watch, or you can watch on the Boxing Scotland official YouTube channel. So this is the Elite 71 kilogram category, but this is the B category, so different from the last 2 belts that we just watched. This is for those who have had between 4 or 6 contests coming into this. So a different category from Miles McGee from Lockheed, who picked up the win in the last contest. So Robbie came into this competition having had 5 bouts prior, whereas Sean from Sparta had 6 bouts, so right on the limit. So 5 and 6, so a bit more experienced than you've seen so far tonight. Nice right hand there from Sean, just at the end of the first round. So this is bout number 5 of the evening. It is down in the running order as bout number 9, but we have had 4 bouts called off, where 4 boxers received a walkover into the next round. So bout number 9 in the running order, but bout number 5 of the evening. And this is a semi-final. So we have a semi-final, and we have another semi-final in this category tomorrow, where Joe Kinsella of Highland Boxing Academy will box Mark Whitten of Cathedral Boxing Club, and then the final in this B 71 kilogram category will take place on Sunday. So just elite boxers, just senior boxers on the Friday evenings, both last Friday and this Friday. None of the school, junior or youth boxers have been selected to box on the Friday. Just to make it fair, really. Also people being in school. We just needed to add the Fridays, unfortunately, just due to the size of the competition, which is actually is a good thing. For the sport, over 700 entries again, very, very large competition. We needed a minimum of 5 days in order to complete it, which is why we added the Fridays. The alternative, of course, would be to add a third weekend, which I don't think anybody would want. It's easier to add the 2 Fridays and just try and box 20 or so bouts on both Fridays, just to get through some more of the bouts and make the weekends a little bit less busy. Another close contest here. I don't think it's clear that either of the 2 boxers have really grabbed complete control of this contest. As we come towards the end of the second round, just 10 seconds to go there. Sean Southall almost taking a tumble out of the ring. He'll get a wee bit of extra time to recover there. Pretty close to falling right out of the ropes and onto the floor in front of me here. I don't think the camera picks up. We do have a table where the judges are, but it was just to the right of that, so luckily he didn't fall, because he would have actually fallen the 4 or 5 feet there onto the floor. So lucky he didn't tumble all the way. If he'd been a wee bit further over, he would have landed on the judges' table. But he could have actually caused himself some damage there if he'd fallen, well, 3 or 4 feet it would have been. Referee Tommy Winters there just tightening the ropes a wee bit just to try and avoid that happening again. And our supervisor Dougie Fraser. So we go into the third and final round of this contest, and I think it's still up for grabs. We've got the 3 judges at ringside. We don't know how they've scored the first 2, so we're going to have to wait and see. But I think the contest is still there to be won. Somebody can finish strongly. We've got Sean Southall pushing forward there, trying to be the aggressor from Sparta.
Use your feet. Use your feet, Spence. Good shot. Keep all up, keep all up. Up and over. 1, 2, 3. Back to straight punches, Robbie. Back to straight. Back to straight. Back to straight. Back to straight. Good shot. Keep pressing. Back to straight. Back to straight. Back to straight. Spins. Back to the jump, keep pressure on. Back to the straight, Robbie. Jump on again.
Another close round here. Nice right hand there from Sean. He's landed a couple of really nice right hands. And again there, hopefully Robbie's not going to take another potential tumble out of the ring after he went through the ropes in the second round. So I think this will be an interesting decision here as we come to the end of the third round. So it goes down to the 3 judges scoring at ringside. We'll pass back over to the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are again for the result of contest number 9.
Right guys,
As the winners wins the game of the boxers. We have a unanimous decision. Was the leader of the winner making to the next round in the blue corner, Sean Southall. And please, ladies and gentlemen, keep applause going.
So Sean Southall from Sparta Boxing Academy getting the victory there. He moves into the final, so he is guaranteed a medal in the 71 kilogram B category. He'll box in the final on Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, will not take place. It is a local, we'll tell you about this in a second. So contest number 11. And tonight in North Glasgow, we have 4 boxers, please.
So as I was saying there, Sean will box in Sunday's final. He will box either Joe Kinsella of Highland Boxing Academy or Mark Whitten of Cathedral Boxing Club in Brecon.
Therefore, Roy Johnson, Glasgow Boxing Academy, in the red corner walks over to the next round. Contest number 11 in the ring. 3 2-minute rounds. Cena Camden A, 75 kilo contest. Tommy Wicks up to the referee, introducing in the red corner. He boxes for the Antonine Boxing Club Madden. And in the blue corner, boxing to the North Glasgow Boxing Club Gibbons.
So I think it was the right decision in that last contest. Sean Southall, I think he had the better right hands throughout the contest. It was a very close contest, but I think it was the right decision in the end there. So now we move on to Aidan Madden from Antonine versus Bruno Michalek from North Glasgow. This is a semi-final contest in the Elite 75 kg A contest. We already know who the other finalists will be. That will be Roy Johnson of Glasgow Boxing Academy, after Sean Southall's Sparta teammate Bailey McRoberts withdrew earlier today. Had a phone call from Sam McLeod to withdraw him. So that was quite a late withdrawal then, since it was on the day. So Roy Johnson is awaiting the winner of this contest in the final, which I believe will take place on Sunday. I'm not entirely sure. It could be Saturday, but I'm pretty sure it's on Sunday. Oh, and referee Tommy Winters there is going to give a standing count to Aidan Madden from Antonine after a nice right hand from Bruno Michalek from North Glasgow. We're back to the A category now, which means both boxers have had between 0 to 3 bouts. Aidan had just the one contest coming into this competition, whereas Bruno had not had any bouts. So both boxers quite inexperienced. Nice left hook there from Bruno. You wouldn't tell that from looking at the two of them, that they've had so few contests both. End of the first round there. I think the standing count's going to give Bruno that. We don't have 10-8 automatically, unlike the professional rank, so a standing count will not give a boxer an automatic 10-8. The judges could still score it that way if they think the boxer has been dominant, but there's no requirement for them to give an extra point off for a standing count or a knockdown. So that could have just been a 10-9 there for Bruno. I'm pretty sure Bruno will have got the round. What the score, as I said, it could have been a 10-9 or a 10-8. It'll be up to the judge's discretion. Still 2 rounds left, so plenty of time for Aidan to still come back into it. So into the second round here.
Yeah.
He just wants to stand now. Keep walking him, come on, he's slowed right down here. He's slowed down here. Just keep moving, big man. Just keep moving. Throw him in there. Give him backhand over Aidan.
Aidan certainly doing better in this round. In a much closer round than the first. Really impressed by the quality of these two boxers, considering they'd had a combined one bout coming into this competition. I think both of them are showing themselves that they've got a good future in this sport. And a much closer round than the first. Aiden's done a lot better, and he may have just levelled the contest off going into the third and final round. Wouldn't be surprised at all for Aiden to have won that round, and perhaps we go down to the third and final one. Coach James Hilton in the corner there, very experienced coach for Antonine Boxing Club. Also helped out Boxing Scotland, was over in Italy with Niamh Mitchell when she won her European Junior Gold Medal a few weeks ago, with Boxing Scotland's Mike Keane being the lead coach over there. So third and final round here. What's been a very good bout. I think Bruno definitely won the first round. The second was a lot closer. Could have gone either way, but I think Aiden maybe just edged it. Which means I think we're down to this final round for who's going to be the victor. This is a semi-final. As we mentioned, Roy Johnson of Glasgow Boxing Academy awaits the winner in the final, after Roy got a walkover against Bailey McRoberts from Sparta in a contest that was meant to be on this evening. And then a night off for Gary Porter and the other coaches at Glasgow Boxing Academy. I don't believe they've got any other boxers on tonight. I'm sure he would have been glad at that. The last few seconds now of this contest. Who's going to reach the 75 kilogram A final? Could come down to a couple of big shots in the last few seconds. A big left hook there from Bruno. And a right, a really big left hook there from Bruno. Stunned Aiden. Probably the punch of the round. And a right hand there from Bruno. A very good contest there. It looked like Aiden had turned the contest around after a difficult first round where he had a standing count. It looked like he won the second, and it looked like he was maybe on track to win the third as well, but a couple of really big clean shots there from Bruno might just sway the judges. It will be interesting to see which way this goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee, Mr. Tommy Winter, is finishing out both boxers, and I'm sure before we play the official result, we'd like to join and show you appreciation for a fantastic contest. So you go to the judges, you have unanimous decision, the winner through to the next round with the blue corner,
So Bruno Michalek gets the victory there. I think the first round, the very, very strong first round, and the strong finish to the third round there, giving Bruno the edge. He will progress to the final against Roy Johnson of Glasgow Boxing Academy in the elite 75 kilogram A category.
So contest number 12, ladies and gentlemen, the referee, Linton Gregory and Fortune Motherwell. There we have for quarters Italy. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go, the contest number 12, the 2 rounds, senior development B. That is 4 to 6 contests for each quarter. In the 75 kilo division, referee in charge for this one is the Murphy. Introducing first, the boxing of the red corner, boxing for Linton, Gregory, Fife, Long. And in the blue corner, boxing for the Forge Road Boxing Club, Motherwell, Lancashire, presenting Ross Cornett.
So as Master of Ceremonies Mr. Craig Stephen just announced there, we are still in the 75 kilogram weight category, but we're now into the B category, which means both boxers have had between 4 and 6 contests. Logan Anthony's had 6 contests coming into this competition. And we've got Ross Cornett from Forgewood, who had 5 contests. This is our second B category contest of the evening. Novices obviously used to be a 0 to 6 contest. We split that up, try and make it a bit fairer for the boxers and match them more fairly on their experience. And that's what we've also done with the other development championships, which will be coming later this year, where we have a C, D and E category. So Logan Anthony in the red corner. Helps if I can spell his name right. And Ross Cornett from Forgewood in the blue corner. So Ross really coming forward in this contest, looking to be the aggressor. This is a semi-final contest as well. And we have the other semi-final for this category coming straight after this one, where we'll have Harris Drake from Leith Victoria against Stephen Sinar of Loch End. I believe that final will take place on Sunday. I believe all of the elite finals are on Sunday. I did check, so all elite finals will take place on Sunday. 25 scheduled. I think a couple might already be off due to withdrawals, where we had a couple of straight finals and there's been withdrawals. So I think we're down to maybe 23, but we'll still have over 100 finals on that final day on Sunday across all 3 rings. Apologies for the music, we do have a gymnastics on next to us in Ravenscraig Regional Sports Facility in Motherwell, so some of that music might be bleeding through. That's the end of round 1 here. We'll go into round 2 in just a second. Second round here.
Big round goal, guys, let's go. Big, stop. And again, follow that up.
This is our 7th contest of the evening, 7 of 10. Referee Jim Pender just stopping the contest there, telling them to keep their heads up.
Can we see that again?
So contest 7 of 12 it is. Contest number 11 in the official running order that has been published, but as we've said, some contests are off due to boxer withdrawals. Again, you've got Ross Cornett from Forgewood again being the aggressor. A nice left hook to the body just snuck in there when Logan was up against the ropes. Another left hook there to the body. I think body shots are probably the most underutilized punch in amateur boxing. I think because it's the 3 rounds, you don't see it as much in the amateur game. I think people think of it as, you know, weakening the boxer over a long term. Maybe that it suits a professional bout more, but a perfectly placed body shot can be a very, very good punch in amateur boxing, as Tyler Jolly showed at the Commonwealth Games, where he scored the quickest ever knockout in the history of the Commonwealth Games, which was a left hook to the body against Daniel Hilton of Jamaica. Just 11 seconds was all Tyler took to win that contest down in Birmingham in the summer. Shows what a nice placed body shot can do, and he tried again there, Ross. I don't think he landed that one, but he's certainly trying for that left hook to the body. Not just head hunting. That's the end of round 2. One more round here in this Elite 75kg B category semi-final contest. The winner will be guaranteed a medal should they progress into Sunday's final. So just the one ring in action tonight. All 3 rings will be in action for both Saturday and Sunday. The belts were scheduled to be in ring 2 tonight, but this is actually ring 3 if some work was being done on ring 2. Not that it makes a difference with only one ring in action. So 3rd and final round here. Close contest. Perhaps Ross Cornett from Forgewood just edging it so far, but I think it's still in the balance going into the 3rd and final round now. We're just waiting for the Linktown coach just to depart the corner. Maybe it wasn't being picked up on the camera angle there, but he was still getting out of the corner, which is why referee Jim Panders just delayed the action. But now we're underway. 3 2-minute rounds. Because it's development A and B, we only have a maximum of 2-minute rounds. The 3-minute rounds will come as they move up through the development stages. But 3 2-minute rounds. This being the 3rd and final one.
Then move back. Back foot. There you go, bring him in. Here. Bring him in with that big hand. Good, Logan. Logan, you're staying still. You need to move. Back, bring on. There, good shot.
I think the judges have got all the decisions spot on so far in my eyes. Some of you might disagree. Watching is a subjective sport, of course, but I think they've got all the decisions right. I say another very, very close contest, but I do think Ross is just edging it. But we'll wait and see what the 3 judges at ringside score. Another body shot, right hand this time to the body from Ross. The right hand over the top. The Forgewood boxer in the blue, being the aggressor throughout, seemed to have landed the better shots. As we come towards the end of the 3rd round, I think he's done enough, but I'm not a trained judge, so we'll leave it to those who are at ringside. And a final left hook to the body. Really likes that shot. And we go to the judges. We'll pass back to Master Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen.
ladies and gentlemen, back into the ring, the result of contest number 12. Unanimous decision goes to the favour of the winner through to the next round in the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation. A fantastic award. Let's thank the bodies. So we're straight on to contest number 14. Glasgow City, the Miners, can we have your boxers, please? And then we Brannan, both boxers, Lee Victoria and Walk End, the Edward Army. And we have both boxers from the ring, Lee Victoria and Walk End boxing club. So contest number 14, 3 rounds, senior development B, 75 kilo division. Mr. Bill Murphy, once again the referee in charge. Introducing in the red corner, boxing for Sutherland's oldest boxing club, the Royal Lee Victoria Athletic Club Edinburgh, presenting Harris Laker. And first leg in the blue corner, boxing for one of Scotland's most successful boxing clubs, the Loch End Boxing Club Edinburgh, presenting Cena.
So we move on to the other semi-final in the elite 75 kilogram B category. Again, that means both boxers will have had between 4 and 6 contests. I can actually tell you if I have a quick look. We have Harris Dracup's had 6 and Stephen Senar's had 6, so very evenly matched. Both had 6 contests coming into the competition, and they will box Ross Cornett of Forgewood in Sunday's final. Ross picking up the unanimous decision in that last contest against Logan Anthony from Linktown. I think it was the right call. I think he was the aggressor throughout, landed the better contest. Certainly the body shots were what I'd highlighted during the bout. I think all of the decisions have been spot on so far tonight from the judges at ringside. So this is another semi-final. Ross Cornett's already booked his place, and we'll see who will box Ross for the gold on Sunday. 2 Edinburgh clubs here. Harris Dracup from Leith Victoria in the red versus Stephen Senar from Loch End in the blue. Loch End, of course, being Josh Taylor's club. Terry McCormack, who's Josh's amateur coach, in the blue corner. You should be able to see him on the stream. Josh, of course, being Commonwealth Games gold medalist for boxing Scotland. He actually competed at 2 Commonwealth Games for Scotland, once in Delhi in 2010 and then in Glasgow in 2014. I believe he got a silver in Delhi and then went one better and got the gold in Glasgow. He also boxed in the 2012 Olympic Games in London, although he did not medal at that event. He's the last Scot to compete at an Olympics. Hopefully that will change soon as we close in on the next Olympic Games, which are going to be held in Paris in 2024. I think we've got a couple of hopes for that. I think Reece Lynch at light welterweight and Sam Hickey as well. both full-time members of the GB squad down in Sheffield. I think I'd like to hope maybe both of them can be at the Olympics in Paris, becoming the first Scots in 12 years to make it. Unfortunately for Sam, middleweight won't be one of the weight categories competed in Paris, so Sam is going to have to step up a weight category to light heavyweight, up 5 kilos from 75 up to 80 kilos in order to try and qualify for Paris. He could of course come down, but I think due to his size and his frame, going up seems the only sensible solution. Thankfully, light welterweight is included, which is Rhys Lynch's weight, where he won gold in Birmingham, so he doesn't have to change weights. Interestingly, Josh Taylor was a light welterweight, obviously. Rhys has already copied him by winning gold at the Commonwealth Games in that category, beating the same opponent as well, Ricciardo Colleen, in the final, as Josh had beaten earlier in the competition. Quite an even contest here. I don't think either boxer's really taking the lead. Pretty hard to pick between the two of them at the moment. Probably the closest one, although as I say, that nice shot there from Stephen Cena from Loch End in the blue. Terry McCormack shouting out for him to take the centre of the ring. Not sure if the camera or the stream will pick that up. This is the first of 3 days of boxing from the first 3 days of the competition. You can go and do that. I think as we say that, the stream just cut off, so apologies if there was a wee temporary cut of the stream. I believe we're back up and running. Nothing too much missed. We're at the end of the second round here in the Elite 75 kilogram B category, where we have Harris Jacob of Leith Victoria in the red versus Stephen Sinar of Loch End in the blue. Third and final round just about to start. Ross Cornett of Forgewood waiting in the final after he beat Logan Anthony in this evening's previous bout by unanimous decision. This is our 8th bout of the evening. It's number 13 in the running order. But as I've mentioned a few times, some of the bouts were off, so this is officially bout number 13, but actually bout number 8. 8 of 12. We've got 4 more coming up for you this evening. Nice there from Harris from Leith Victoria in the red. Just under a minute or so left in this contest. And this has been a very close contest. I'll be honest, I wouldn't like to wager who's won this one. Looks like it's going to go to the 3 judges at ringside. Harris being maybe the more aggressor in the third and final round, but very, very tough to split them. Nice right hand. Probably the punch of the round there from Harris Jacob, Leith Victoria. I think Harris finishing the stronger, but not sure how the rounds are going to be scored there. So we'll pass back to Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Henderson satisfied with what he sees. He has our boxers. We have the judges score total unanimous decision. The winner through to the next round is a red corner, and please keep the applause rolling for Robson and Cena.
So Harris Jacob, Leith Victoria getting the decision there. I think he certainly looked like he won the third and final round. He finished the stronger, and I think the first 2 rounds were just so close. Maybe the stronger finish just gave him the edge by the judges. A very, very close contest.
So then we have both boxers in the winning contest number 14. So 3 2-minute rounds. Senior development A, moving up to the 80 kilo division. And once again, international star referee Mr. Tommy Winters in charge of this one. Introducing first to the red corner, he boxes for the Glasgow City boxing club. He is Jack Murphy. And in the blue corner, boxing for the Cleveland Miners boxing club manager, Yuri Afaniecev.
So we move up to the 80 kilogram A category. This is a quarter-final contest. As Craig Stephen just announced, we have Jack Murphy of Glasgow City in the red versus Yuri Afaniecev from Cleveland in the blue. The winner will box in the semi-final tomorrow. We already know the winner for that. It is Andrianos Apostokolou from Glasgow City, so we could have an all Glasgow City semi-final tomorrow potentially if Jack Murphy can win. Jack in the red gloves versus Yuri from Cleveland in the blue gloves. Andrianos getting a walkover after Kyle Downey from Blantyre Miners was withdrawn earlier this week. And we have another quarter-final contest coming up right after this, where we'll have Josh Husbands, another Glasgow City boxer, versus Zingu Liu from North Glasgow. So Glasgow City having a lot of boxers in this 80 kilogram A category. We could have an all Glasgow City semi-final and an all Glasgow City final perhaps. Oh, big right hand there from Jack Murphy. That's going to be a count there from referee Tommy Winters. Looks like Yuri's still on wobbly legs to me. The contest will move forward. Jack lands a big right hand, another big right hand, and the referee calls the contest off. Maybe could have been called off after the first knockdown. I don't think Yuri really recovered from that first huge right hand. Tommy Winters obviously wanted to give Yuri all chances to try and come back into the contest, but I think after that shot there was only going to be one winner. So it will be an all Glasgow City semi-final. Jack Murphy is going to box his clubmate Andrianos Apostolou in tomorrow's 80 kilogram A semi-final. We'll pass back to Master Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen.
So ladies and gentlemen, as we have said before, first duty of referee always the safety of the boxers. To that end, Mr. Winters stops this contest in our round for one declaring the winner, and through the next round in the red corner, Jack Murphy. And please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for the miners, Yuri Afaniecev. Contest number 15. We have a blue corner withdrawal. Therefore, The red corner boxer, Glasgow City's Adrianos Apostolou, walks over in the senior development A 80 kilo division. So red corner walkover, contest 15. Contest 16, and we have boxers please.
So we're going to see the other Glasgow City boxer entered at this category, Josh Husbands, in the red corner, against Singyu Lee from North Glasgow.
2-minute rounds. We are still in the senior development A80 kilo division. It's done with rounds, so let's make this one. Introducing first in the right corner, boxing for the Glasgow City Boxing Club, presenting Josh Husbands. And in the blue corner, boxing for the North Glasgow Boxing Club, here is Singyu Lee.
So this is a quarter-final contest. We already know who the winner will box in the semi-finals. That will be Sean Robertson of Leith Victoria, who got a walkover earlier this evening after Richard Johan Matthias of Midlothian did not show up at the weigh-in. So the winner will box Sean Robertson of Leith Victoria. As I said, we've already got two Glasgow City boxers already in the other semi-final. Jack Murphy with a big victory in that last contest, forcing the stoppage against Yuri Afaniecev of Cleland with a huge right hand to score the first knockdown, followed up with a flurry to finish the contest. And he'll box Andrianos Apostolou in tomorrow's semi-final. But can Josh Husbands in the red make it 3 Glasgow City boxers into the semi-finals? So this is the A category, so both boxers have had between 0 and 3 contests. Josh Husbands had 3 coming into this competition, and Zinyu's had 1. So Josh, the more experienced boxer by a couple of bouts. This is our 10th contest of the evening, so 2 more contests to come after this one. It is down in the running order as bout number 16, if anyone's looked at the official running order that was published. We were scheduled to have 20, down to 12, so quite a short night. I think we've got quite a busy weekend, so I don't think anyone's going to complain about that as we come to the end of the first round. Round number 2 here. So we have an all Glasgow contest here. Josh Husbands, Glasgow City in the red versus Xingyu Lee from North Glasgow in the blue. A little bit of a scrappy contest, this one. Not quite flowing as well as maybe some of the other ones. Xingyu Lee coming there with a flurry. Up against the ropes, backing Josh into the corner. Don't think he landed anything hugely of note, but it might impress the judges just being the aggressor, pushing forward, pushing Josh back. End of round 2. 2 close runs again. I don't think either one's really taken the mantle in this contest so far. I think it's going to be all to play for going into the third and final round. Third and final round now in this elite 80 kilogram A contest. Xingyu Lee again pushing forward, trying to be the aggressor there, the North Glasgow boxer in the blue. Nice left hand there from Josh Husbands. Trying to time him with a left hook on his way in. I think the cleaner work's maybe coming from Josh Husbands, the cleaner shots, but I think more aggression coming from Xingyu Lee, so maybe not quite landing clean shots when he does come in with the flurries, but certainly looks to be the one pushing the contest more, so it'll be interesting to see what the judges prefer. Nice right hand there from Xingyu Lee, very nice right hand, landing on Josh Husbands. Nice right hand from Josh, just on the bell. I think this contest could go either way, so we'll wait and see. We'll pass back to Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen, for the official result.
So ladies and gentlemen, back into the ring is on the contest number 16. We have a unanimous decision. The winner and through to the next round, the red corner, Josh.
So Josh Husband's getting the result there. So Josh Husbands progresses to the 80 kg A semi-final where he will box Sean Robertson from Leith Victoria tomorrow.
Contest 17, Cena development A in the 80 kg division. The red corner also walks over, Stuart Robson, Leith Victoria. And contest 18 is Cena development B, also in the 80 kg division. And blue corner boxer Adam Morrison of Falkirk Phoenix walks over to the next round. Contest number 19, the ultimate contest of the evening, can be held boxers weights.
So we move to the penultimate contest of the evening. Mark Pearson from Airdrie Peak in the red versus Lewis Ponsonby of Glasgow City in the blue.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is contest number 19 of the card, the ultimate contest of the evening. This is 3-2 pounds. Development A, Senior Development A, that's boxers going between 0 and 3 contests. To the name. So the 86 kilo division. Mr. Billy Murphy, once again the referee for this one. Introducing the red corner. He boxes for the Airdrie. Boxing from, he is Mark Pearson. And boxing in the blue corner. Boxing for the Glasgow City. Boxing level Lewis Ponsonby.
So Mark Pearson, Airdrie Peak in the red versus Lewis Ponsonby, another Glasgow City boxer in the blue. So we've got the Southpaw Lewis Ponsonby from Glasgow City in the blue versus the orthodox Mark Pearson from Airdrie Peak in the red. This is the elite 86 kg A category. Both boxers had between 0 and 3 contests. Lewis Ponsonby having had 2 coming into this, and Mark Pearson having had 3 contests coming into this competition. So we come to the end of round number 1. This is our penultimate contest of the evening, bout number 11 of 12. This is an 86 kg A quarter final. Sorry, semi-final. 86 kg A semi-final. The other semi-final will be on right after in our final bout of the evening, which, surprise, surprise, has 2 Glasgow City boxers. So it's very much been the night of Glasgow City Boxing Club here on day 4 of the Boxing Scotland Development Championships. We'll have Igor Salik versus clubmate Arsene Camden. That'll be our final bout of the evening. So we could have, if Lewis Ponsonby can win this contest, we could have an all Glasgow City final. So this is bout number 19 in the official running order that was published by Boxing Scotland. Bout number 18 was scheduled to be Brendan Vincent from Dundee University versus Adam Morrison from Falkirk Phoenix. Adam Morrison getting a walkover in that contest. That was a semi-final. That means Adam will box Liam Todd of Kane Boxing Club from Aberdeen in the Elite 80 kg B final, which will take place on Sunday. So we're closing in on the end of round number 2. Nice right hand there from Mark.
Keep the jab working, nice single jab, nice and crisp. Keep the jab working, Mark.
When your left hand, Mark.
Nice again from Mark Pearson from Airdrie Peak there in the red.
That's it, use the ring now. Boxing. Stay in range, Mark.
Mark, go. 1, 2, left hook away. Mark, go. 1 this way.
So we had a question there from Caitlin Duncan. Bout number 17 was a walkover, so we had Sean Robertson from Leith Victoria got the walkover into the semi-finals of the Elite 80 kg A category. Richard Johan Matthias from Midlothian did not show at the weigh-in, so Sean Robertson got a walkover and did not have to compete. I believe Sean did attend and make weight, so he'll go forward. He'll box tomorrow against Josh Husbands from Glasgow City in the semi-final. Just one round to go here in our penultimate contest of the evening. Feels like a close contest. Mark Pearson maybe having the better of that second round. Nice right hook there from Lewis Ponsonby.
Get away from him, Mark. Stay away from him.
From the southpaw stance, just catching him as he came in. Oh, big right hand there. Big right uppercut from Mark Pearson. And another right hand from Mark Pearson.
Watch his left hand, Mark. Don't get... Stay switched on.
When you 1, 2's, Mark, just cruise me. Hey.
And again.
Good.
Oh, big left hand there from Lewis Ponsonby. I think Mark Pearson was trying to draw him onto a shot, but left it too long, got caught with a straight left from the southpaw stance.
When your jabs, Mark.
On the move now, Mark. Counter. Don't let him in there. Come on. On the back foot.
Keep it sharp, Mark. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Another right hand there from Mark. That's really the punch to throw against a southpaw, straight right down the pipe. Oh, and a big left hook there from Madden. I think Lewis is rocked by that. The referee was keeping a close eye on that. Could have been a standing count, but both boxers landing clean shots throughout this third and final round, both trying to book their place in the 86 kg A final. 5 seconds to go. It will go to the scorecards, it looks like, unless there's something dramatic. Big right hand right on the bell from Mark Pearson. Will that be enough to give him the decision from the judges? We'll pass back to Master Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen.
To Dr. Henderson, and we're going to check the both boxers. We come together with the referee. We have our judges, score totals, unanimous decision, no winner. Through to the next round, in the red corner, Pearson. And basic applause for, ladies and gentlemen, Ponsonby.
So Mark Pearson, Airdrie Peak getting the decision there.
So our final process of the is just about to make its way to the ring. It's one of these luck or otherwise of the draw, ladies and gentlemen. We have two boxers from the same boxing club opposite each other in red and blue corners. Glasgow City supplying both boxers for this one. Can we have contest 20? Please, both boxers for the ring. So as folks have made their way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, thank you on behalf of our chief operating officer and Tyson, thank you for supporting the boxers. Tomorrow is day number 5 of championships. We hope to start the first bell in all 3 rings around 11 AM. These boxers, the seniors, will compete in the centre ring, ring number 2. The ring we are in at the moment is ring number 3, and tomorrow that will be the boxers 4, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And ring number 1 on the far right, boxers 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So this is the final contest. This is contest number 20. This is 3 2-minute rounds. Senior belt in A86 kilo division. This is Billy Murphy, a referee in charge. Introducing first, and boxing out of red corner. Boxing for Glasgow City Boxing Club, presenting Igor Salik. And of course, for the blue corner, also boxing for Glasgow City Boxing Club, Camden.
So Mark Pearson from Airdrie Peak spoiling the chance of an all Glasgow City final in this Elite 86 kg A category, although we will have at least one Glasgow City boxer in the final, as this is Igor Salik from Glasgow City against clubmate Arson Camden. So this will happen from time to time in a championships where 2 boxers from the same club will get drawn against each other. I'm sure they'd rather avoid it. Of course, assuming that they're friends, they might not be, so they might quite enjoy having the chance to go in the ring, who knows. We've got Igor Salik's got 2 contests coming to this competition. Arson had 0 contests, so Arson in the blue gloves versus Igor in the red gloves. And this is the 12th and final contest of this evening's boxing on day 4 of the Boxing Scotland Development Championships. Day 5 and Day 6 coming up this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. We'll have 3 rings in action and over 100 bouts taking place on both days. So make sure to join us either in person at Ravenscraig in Motherwell or on the Boxing Scotland official YouTube channel. All 3 rings will be streamed, touch wood, as long as we have no technical issues across the weekend.
If I take 6 Elite 6, it's one of them ones, man. I used to do that, but she used to make it up for 5 times in my life.
So round 2 of our final contest of the evening. 2 Glasgow City boxers. We have Igor Salik in the red versus Arsen Camden in the blue. Contest maybe feels like it's lacking that edge that we've seen in some of the other contests this evening, and that could be down to both boxers coming from the same club, maybe knowing each other, maybe being friendly with each other. Certainly from the outside looking in, it feels like it doesn't quite have that edge in the contest maybe. But we'll see how that develops. I'm sure one big shot will change all that. Nice left hook there from Arsen in the blue. And another one. Probably the punch of the round so far, rocking Igor's head back with that left hook. And another one, times on left and a right this time. Arsen having the better of the second round. First one was very close. And a big right hand from Arsen again. Oh, and another right hand to end the round as we await the bell. I think Arsen possibly won that round. Obviously the first round was close, but probably all still to play for going into the third and final round. Third and final round of the contest and the final round of this evening's boxing. The boxing will get underway from 11 AM tomorrow. So the stream should be live just before 11 o'clock and running throughout the day. Quite a lot of contests on. Final round here. Yes. Elite 86 kilogram A category, meaning they've both had between 0 and 3 contests. The winner is going to box Mark Pearson from Airdrie Peak in the final on Sunday. So the winner, whoever can win this contest, will be guaranteed a medal at least. We only have medals for finalists, so you have to get to the final. Only gold or silver. Very nice right hand again from Arson. Only gold or silver, and another one. And he's wobbled him there. Igor looks on wobbly legs, he's down. Referee Jim Spender will give a standing count. It looks from the first right hand, his legs were gone before he actually hit the canvas. The towel comes in from the corner and the contest is off. Arson Camden the victor there in our final contest of this evening. Third round stoppage. So it will be Arson. Looked like he was edging the contest after a very big second round. He certainly looked like he won that middle round there, and then he came out strong and finished the contest well. So Arson will box in Sunday's final against Mark Pearson from Airdrie Peak. We pass over for Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Craig Stephen, for the final time of this evening.
So ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here this evening, we go back onto the lane with decision contest number 20. Our referee, Mr. Billy Murphy, stops this contest in round number 3 to the winner and through to the next round. In the blue corner, Robson, winner. And please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Madden 160, Salik. So once again, on behalf of Boxing Scotland, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along, for supporting our boxers. We are back tomorrow, we'll also be on Sunday. If you can't make it, we will be delighted to see you. We are going to start off 11 AM, and all 3 boxing games will be on. Enjoy the rest of the Friday, have a safe journey wherever you're going, and hopefully we'll see you over the weekend.
So thank you very much for joining us this evening. 12 contests in action. As I said, we'll be live Saturday and Sunday across 3 rings. We'll have 3 different streams going. 11 AM the action will get underway in each of the rings, so hope you can all join us on the Boxing Scotland official YouTube channel or in person at Ravenscraig Regional Sports Facility in Motherwell. Hopefully everyone can join us. I've been Ben Holm, Boxing Scotland Communications Manager. Only thing left for me to say, I wanted to wish a happy birthday to Mark Holm. Hopefully he's managed to watch some of the boxing. So happy birthday to Mark Holm, and we hope you all can join us over the weekend for some more boxing. Thank you very much.
See you tomorrow, mate.
You're doing a bit of speaking, did I hear you doing a bit of speaking on the live stream?